Jamarion, this was the game you'd been waiting for. Now that you've finally experienced your first Kansas and Iowa State game at home, how would you summarize the experience?
Man, it was an amazing experience. The fans came how I'd expect them to come. They brought the energy. We told them get hype. They got hype, and I mean, now they see what we felt when we was at their gym.
And for Tamin and Jamarion, you've seen a lot of Milan threes, but what was your reaction to his falling left off-balance three and just splashing that in?
Yeah, that was probably the craziest shot I've seen in person. But I was actually like right under the hoop for that one. I seen him shoot the fade, and I was kind of just watching the ball, tracking it the whole way, and it went right in. But to have someone that can knock down those shots on your team is super valuable.
I was getting back on D, so I kind of like seen it all pan out, and I'm kind of thinking like when he got it off, I'm like, hold on, that might go in, and then it just dropped, and I'm like, man, that's an amazing shot right there.
And Milan, your experience on that play, I think it might have been Badunga on you, and you separated and got it off. What was that moment like?
Yeah, it was definitely a cool moment because I hit the shot, but I really shot the first one. I was kind of open, turned that down, and then I heard the coaches behind me just yelling. There was, I think, 4 seconds on the clock, so I know I had to go get a bucket and got some separation and just got the shot up.
And for any of you guys, Coach Self talked about your defensive pressure, just knocking them out of their offense all the time. How it's always important for you guys, but how good do you feel you were in that area today?
I thought we were elite to come out the gates right away. I think we turned them over, I'm not sure how many times, but 10 in the first half. I think that kind of set the tone for the game. And I don't think they got really anything easy. It all came hard. And I think we did a really good job pressuring and started with the guards. And Blake did really well and Plata probably had one of his better games, rebounding the ball and just being physical.
Tamin, you're 4-0 in this building against Kansas. It's just the second time since the conclusion of World War II that Iowa State's done that. How much pride do you take in being a part of that exclusive club?
That's an interesting fact right there. I like it. Obviously, it feels great to be in that category, and obviously Kansas is a great program year in and year out. So to be 4-0 in this building against them, it just goes to show the impact of our fans in Hilton Coliseum.
What was the importance of your leadership after Tuesday night and getting this group back on track?
Yeah, I think just obviously we didn't play great in that game, and we felt like we should have won. So coming off of that, just knowing that we got to keep our heads up. Obviously had 2 big games coming up, but the first one obviously being Kansas. So just being locked in personally myself. So then after I take care of myself, I can help encourage my teammates or just keep the mood up.
For all 3 of you guys, I don't think anybody was doubting how good you guys are as a team, but do you feel like you made a statement today with a win like this that you really haven't had probably since Purdue?
I definitely say we made a statement, especially coming off a loss against TCU. This is a huge opportunity to kind of bounce back and show that we were one of the best teams, if not the best team in the country. So it was a great opportunity. I feel like we definitely made that impact.
Yeah, I think, like you said, it was just a great bounce-back win. Obviously, there's going to be some doubts, some questions when we lost at TCU. We should have won that game, but I think coming back here and I feel like we could have beat them by more. Our offense kind of got a little stagnant in that 5-minute stretch down the second half, but I mean, I think it shows that we're still really good and we can beat anyone night in, night out.
Tamin, how good was your guys' as a group ball pressure and pushing them further and further away from the hoop, especially in early offense?
Yeah, our whole mindset was just not to let them be comfortable, especially right in the beginning of their set. They're trying to run DHOs on the side, just try to get into things, and we wanted to push them up the floor as much as we could, make sure that they were uncomfortable, and we did a great job of that in the beginning of the game, and it carried on, and I feel like they sort of felt like in the second half they're like, man, they're still doing this. We can't get anything easy, so it's just having that mindset.
I guess if they get the 2 backcourt violations, is that like a proof of how good your guys' ball pressure was there? Which the longer that?
Yeah, to have them playing up by half court is obviously a goal of ours, but at the same time not being too stretched out. But our bigs did a great job at the level of ball screens and pressuring them to make them just throw the ball out of bounds and obviously play close to the half court line.
Tamin, in those first 7 minutes, you guys scored just 2 points. did it kind of feel like you get through that stretch and you kept the game close with your defense, and then you were going to be okay because the shots were going to fall?
Yeah, obviously the start to the game didn't feel great. I'm sure it didn't feel great for them either. It must have been 6-6 for a while there. But our defense obviously helped us to stay in the game early and not let them obviously take a big lead there. Our shots weren't falling, but just knowing that if we get stops, we'll be in the game no matter what. So it starts with that, and then obviously shots are going to knock in later.
Tamin, for you to get those 2 threes to go down, how relieving did that feel?
Yeah, it felt good. Obviously, I haven't shot the ball well in the past couple weeks, so just keeping that confidence. TJ was on me the past couple days. Just we knew that they were going to probably go under ball screens, play off a little bit. So just have that confidence to step in and knock it down. So I think the first one I hit was obviously, I think it was a Milan assist. So shout out to him, but just staying confident in my shot.
And for any of you, I don't think we'll talk to you before Houston on Monday. How quick do you have to mentally get over this win and get ready for a tough team?
I think probably tonight. I think it's just get as much rest as we can, and then flush this one behind us, because tomorrow we're going to start working on Houston. Obviously, really quick turnaround, playing Monday. So just got to be ready for them, because they're obviously very physical, athletic, and they're Houston. I mean, they're really good in Big 12 play the last couple of years, and that's kind of been their standard.
To follow up on that, Milan, does getting over this win, is it at all easier because it was by the margin that it was and it wasn't an emotional last-minute win down to the last possession? Was it easier for you guys to overcome this and move forward?
Yeah, I think it's definitely easier. I mean, I think we've kind of done it all year, and we don't really get too high, too low. Like, even when we beat Purdue, it's not like we were jumping, throwing water in the locker room. It's just kind of next game mentality, and we know we got to take care of the next one.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.